Welcome to my new guitar nerdery video. Today I'd like to show you how you can easily play and arrange arpeggios on open strings. What is an arpeggio? It's simply playing the notes of a chord apart from each other. Therefore, we can play arpeggios on just one string. For example, one of the most played licks when starting to learn tapping is this. And here I played A, C, E, and that's A minor. And the tapping shapes I want to show you today are actually an extension of that simple idea. I'm also gonna add the open string. Adding the open string E to the A minor arpeggio, it would go like this. This way I have a fifth underneath the root and one above. When we're adding the open string to that arpeggio, then one thing is very important to take care of. The note of the open string has to fit somehow into the arpeggio. It has to fit to the key, of course. You can't add an open string to each arpeggio. There are cases when it doesn't fit. For example, if you want to play a C minor arpeggio, we need a C, we need a minor third E flat, and we need a G. I have a C here, I have a G here, and I have the minor third E flat here. But I can't add the open E to it because the E is the major third. It would destroy the minor arpeggio. So when this is the case, you want to play an open string arpeggio and the open string note doesn't fit, simply try to use another string where the open string note fits. An open string C minor arpeggio is simply playable on the G string. The open G is the fifth. But there are many possibilities on just one string. The open string note doesn't have to be a chord note. It could also be an added chord note. For example, if you want to play a D major arpeggio with an open string on the E string, you can arrange it like this. I tap the D, the root. I need a major third for major, the F sharp. A would be the fifth. And what would be the open E? It would be the major second. And that chord is called D add 9. It simply works as a D major arpeggio. The added note E is just an extra flavor that doesn't disturb the function of the chord. And the real fun starts when you want to play over a chord progression, over a riff, and you start arranging your arpeggios to that chord progression. Just as an example, I take the standard Cadence 1451 in A major, and I try to arrange it on the high E string. The chords I want to arrange are A major, D major, and E major. A major, I need the root A, the major third C sharp, and the open string E, and the tapped string here in the 12th fret is simply the fifth. Now I want to play the D major. I can take that D add 9 arpeggio I explained before. And then E major, that's obvious. The open string is E, that's the root. I add the major third G sharp, the fifth B, and tap again the root. And this way I can arrange my arpeggio runs over this chord progression. gonna arrange one more example, a 1-4-5-1 in minor with a dominant major chord. We start with A minor, and then a D minor, E major, the A minor arpeggio on the E string would go like this. Then comes the D minor, and that's a little bit tricky compared to the D major at 9. The only thing we have to change is the third. The F sharp goes to the F. You see, making the D major arpeggio a D minor arpeggio, the trade-off is the stretch becomes very wide. The third arpeggio in this minor cadence stays the same as in the major cadence, the E major. And again, I'm gonna play them all together according to the chord progression in the 1-4-5-1 minor cadence. To give you something you can really sink your teeth into, I glued a couple of easy cadences together and made it a longer chord progression, whereover I arranged those open string arpeggios. The whole chord progression is in the key of E natural minor or E Aeolian. And first I'm going to show you the tapping pattern. It starts with the tap. Chord progression is this. Now the arpeggios. First chord was E minor. The next chord is C major, and I only have to change one note to accomplish that. An annoying, very wide stretch here, but I guess you like the challenge. For D major, I use the former shown D at 9 arpeggio. And the next chord would be again E minor. I play a kind of a leading in melodic thing. And then comes again for the next cadence the E minor, and then I can play the actual arpeggio. So the first cadence together. The chords of the next cadence, the first arpeggio is of course the same, E minor arpeggio. The A minor arpeggio goes like this. And then comes the B major arpeggio. I simply play that arpeggio on the B string. final chord of this part is again E minor, and I play again that little melodic leading in. All together goes like this. The final cadence, the longer cadence, again starts with the E minor arpeggio, and I'm of course gonna play the same arpeggio. C major, we had that in the first cadence, so just change one note. Then the D major, I play again the D major at 9. Then comes the B minor arpeggio. The next chord is again C major. Then comes the A minor arpeggio, and also that we had. And the next chord we also already had, it's the B major. And to let it work like a climax of the cadence, I stick to it for 4 bars. But only play that one arpeggio would be too boring for me, so I change a little bit during playing. I start with playing 1 bar, simply the B major triad. Then I raise the major third to the 4th. That would be B sus4 arpeggio. And for the next 2 bars, I'm gonna play also the 7th here together with the 5th. All together, all 4 bars. Final chord, the final arpeggio would be again E minor. I'm gonna play a movement along the E minor scale. And now, finally, I'm gonna play them all again together. This was it for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to see you next time.